What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Feel like and sub, and let's get into this. Obviously, the Acolyte has been canceled, surprising only to those of us who thought Kathy would double down with her ideology and choices. But no, canceled, at least in its current form, and the freakout was intense and immediate. Before we get to that, though, you can just see here their finale on the Nielsen. I guess I said Nelson talking quick. The Nielsen ratings uh barely cracked the top 10, and that's if you sort it by original series, 335 minutes watched. But then if you go to overall, it's just not anywhere close. And we know all the other reasons: their butchery of Star Wars lore, even their own Disney Star Wars lore that they contradicted. So it's canceled. We won. The bigots, the racists, the sexists, all the things they called us, that also made me think they would never cancel it, because it would mean we were right. Right? So either we are this huge, vast army of bigots and racists and sexists, right, that we listened, or we are the small minority that they say. Spoiler, they're the small minority, as we found out. But and we just have way more power than they thought. But it just turns out, since sensibilities returned, you see here the rating stuck at a 4, the Rotten Tomatoes over there at an 18, and just here comes the man. If they call us all the ists and isms and the toxic, wait till you see how the tolerant people act. Here you go. Genuinely insane to me, by the way. Fuck the racist, sexist people who couldn't share a single brain cell and turn away to what they didn't like. The review bombing and harassing that so many committed without even watching. Insane to me. And the single brain cell, of course, is shared by the people that watched and liked this shit. I need to hear it from Star Wars themselves, and they need to explain why they're canceling the only show with a predominantly non-white queer cast that had incredible viewership from audiences that would never have tuned into Star Wars previously and never will again, and clearly didn't tune into this one. I'll give you a hint. The power of one, the power of two, the power of many. That's why it got canceled. All right. The power of many people not watching it. Also, this just fuels the toxic side of the fandom into thinking if they hate on something enough, they can get it canceled. I guess doesn't feel me, because like I said, I didn't even think it would work. But canceled over misogyny and racism, by the way, because this easily could have been some of the best Star Wars content we're going to bet. It easily could have been. Star Wars content being the same boring blaster pew pew media for years, and we finally get a show diving into Jedi Sith lore, and y'all get it canceled because the lead isn't a white man. We got it canceled because it was neither Jedi nor Sith lore. It was lesbian Force Witch lore, and no one liked it. Yay, the idiots won. Massive day for the incel YouTube channels with under 10,000 subscribers. I feel attacked and seen. Making the worst clickbait and problematic videos you've ever seen. Review bombed by idiots who pray to Wikipedia Legends articles. I mean, I do like the Legends articles. It's all that's left of the original Star Wars over there. But one of the most interesting and new Star Wars stories in recent years. What a shame. Fun story, by the way. Fun thing to do. Go to Wikipedia and pick up any character you know. Look at what the Disney Star Wars version of their character's history is, and then click over to Legends and watch the 7 fucking pages for every character that will load up. The Acolyte was transformative, and I'll never regret supporting and screaming about a show that made so many women, queer people, and pox feel seen in a narrative that is normally so white and male-centric. The cast and crew created something beautiful and something loved by the 12 people that watched it. So stay in love with it. The Acolyte getting canceled because incels couldn't handle a sexy black girl and sexy Asian man serving an evil, villainous romance. Is that what it was supposed to be? Is that what it was supposed to be? So this is how creativity dies, with thunderous applause. The Acolyte being canceled, just another example of toxic internet hate. The show never got a chance to breathe, and half the people hating on it never watched an episode. I watched every single episode. It's not my favorite piece of Star Wars content, but it certainly didn't deserve to be axed. It did, though. It did. The fucking Mandalorian and that dumb baby got 3 seasons and a movie. You can't give the Acolyte 1 more season. To be fair, I don't think they deserved another season or movie. So there you go. If you are celebrating the cancellation of the Acolyte, you are not a Star Wars fan, a real Star Wars fan, and you could just see them with the collage of everyone just roasting it. And then this is the big one, and we'll end on this. Had to make a fake Twitch account because Grayson has the Badger blocked, I believe. So Jeremy Prime of Geeks and Gamers is actually one of the most disgusting people I've ever seen on the platform. Of course, not realizing that his name is Jeremy Griggs, not Prime. And this, because Jeremy dared to say what we're all saying and talks about Acolyte being canceled, there's just a whole hate thread, much like Grayson did for Nerdrotic, which really just goes to show you that, hey, Jeremy has made it. You didn't think he had. He has. That this is who people go to for clout. Gary, and I'll wait for the critical drinker thread next. I'm sure that will be next, of course. Bro, did you learn nothing from the Nerdrotic incident? Yeah, he learned that he can chill and grift by saying this, and then everyone come here and make fun of them. So yeah, just another bit of the same, and that is that all of these people, all of these stands that thought that we were the quiet minority, realized that we're actually a vast, vast majority, and that all these losers and weirdos that like this shit for all the loser, weirdo reasons, well, you sirs and theys, thems, whatever. You guys in the minority. There's more of us than there are of you.
Well, bye.